Hey everybody, Vickie here, and welcome to Live Training Thursday. And we're going to be talking about 5 steps to your bestseller client getting strategy. I'm super excited because I get to use the whiteboard sticker that I got, and I get to draw on it. I just realized too that Facebook actually gave me the share screen option, and I didn't know it was available. So I wasn't prepared, so we're going to draw everything out today. Oh, I forgot something. Hold on, let me go run upstairs and get my notes on something. All right, sorry about that. I had to run up and get something that I didn't forget. Anyways, while you are jumping on, let me know who is here so that I know that we are live streaming to the right place. I'm going to double check this real quick, and then we can get started on those 5 steps to your client getting strategy. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Lisa. It's so weird because what's so strange? Hey, Joy. It's like I can't see everybody's comments all the time on this, like when I'm directly doing it, but I have to like open up another tab sometimes. So if ever I miss your comment, it's not always because I'm ignoring you. It's just because Facebook didn't tell me. So anyways, let's talk about these 5 steps to your bestseller client getting strategy. So first off, think about the flow of your business and how it's growing and what it is that you want. So most people, what they are looking for is getting more followers, growing their list, more exposure, more visibility, and then in turn, what that gives them is more clients, right? So tell me if that's what you're after. Brandy says, yeah, that's weird. I know, sometimes. There's been times I've been sitting here like I'm talking to the wind and people are like making comments and I don't know. So anyways, tell me for your business, what is the main biggest thing that you want to get out of your business in, let's say, 90 days and in 2018? I know that for me and my mastermind friends, I have made certain declarations about my intentions for what I wanted to happen by the time 2018 was done. So let's talk about this journey that we take for entrepreneurship, because I think a lot of times people end up wanting to write their book a little too soon. So first of all, when you're first starting out, right, and I'm just going to put this little timeline thing. I'm so excited I get to draw. So the first thing that you need to do, right, when you're creating your business is what? You need to figure out what your message is, what you're passionate about, what your mission is, and what that business is going to be about, right? What is that main thing? What is it that you want people to think when they see your name or see your face or see your stuff? Like, what is the association? For me, when they think Vickie, they should think book coach, they should think law of attraction, they should think easy writer, guaranteed Amazon bestseller program, and now that I've added Real Deal Insider, I want them to think that too, right? So Lisa says, I'd like to talk to more companies/owners. Okay, cool. And then what is that? I'm not totally sure, Lisa, what you do, so I'm sorry. What is that going to do for your business when you talk to more companies and owners, and how do you think that's going to happen? How do you see that happening for you? So, okay, first thing, right? So this is your message. This is your message that you're starting out with, right? This message is your mission, your passion, what you want to be known for, right? So that's where you start with your business. You figure that thing out. And the next thing that you want to do is to figure out signature package, right? So this is the main thing that you want to be known for, right? Go and figure out your signature package. Is that a one-on-one program? Is it a group program? Is it a product? What is that signature package, which is going to be the core package of things that you offer? What is that thing? Lisa says, I'm an insurance agent or broker who offers benefits to companies. Okay, gotcha. So you want to get in front of more companies and owners in this next year. So if you wrote a book, Lisa, what would that book then be about? How does that tie in with your message and your signature package? I'm kind of moving ahead, jumping ahead of myself here. But, okay, so first, creating your business is your message. Secondly, signature, package, or product, right? Next, how are you going to get those people to know about you and the signature package, right? I'm just going to lump that all into a freebie. So you create a freebie of some sort that entices them. So, and you might be thinking I'm talking about a book right now, but I'm not. So your freebie actually could be a PDF, a template, a webinar, or a 3-part series, something that you're giving them, right? That leads them back to the signature package, okay? And when you create the signature package, this is where you create that sales page, right? So you have a sales page for that. Your freebie, you end up with a landing page. So there's an ad and a landing page that goes with your freebie, right? Tell me if I'm getting too complicated, all right? So hopefully you're following so far. Message, signature package, freebie, that then gets people into your signature package, right? After you've got these things done, then this is where you write your book. Okay? So that's where you write your book. People usually want to write their book here. The problem is writing your book here, and I'm going to write book. Problem with writing your book here, when people come to me to write their book at this stage, they have a bunch of ideas in their head. They don't know which one to write about. Because why? Because they don't have a message and a mission in their business yet, and they're not sure about their signature package, right? So if you don't have a signature package and you don't know what your message is and what you want to be known for, how the heck are you going to pick your topic? Like, you know, I could write a book about jewelry making because I used to do that. I could write a book about more herbalist stuff and recipes because I used to do that. And I have a detox book, and I actually do have a herb book because I was in wellness first. So that's not a good example. But there are many things that I'm passionate about. Like I actually really like clothes and stuff like that. Maybe I could write a book about that. I love to get a deal. I was raised on spending money wisely, coupons, end of season clearance sales. Like I could write a book about how to get the most out of your money, but that doesn't tie back into my business. I could write a book about my memoir for my whole entire life until now, but unless that particular story, that whole life story is directly related to what you want to write your book about, it's going to be like, right? I could write a book about cooking. I could write a book about detox, which I did actually, and losing weight. I should quit going there, but that's what keeps coming to mind. You know, I could write about a lot of different things. You get my point, right? And every one of you, you probably have a trillion things that you could write about, right? So comment in the comment section. You could write about a lot of things, right? But what thing is going to go back to this message and the signature package that you have? Now, there is a reason why you want to have a freebie before you write your book. And there is that reason, because we're going to seed the book. And there's other things that you want to be able to share with your people. Once they buy your book, what are you going to do? Like anything here, like this here is a funnel in itself. Your book is going to be that funnel, right? And we're going to create that funnel. After you write your book, you're going to have a book funnel. I should write book on top in case anybody just doesn't know what I mean. The book funnel, okay? So these are basically the 5 steps right here to creating that strategy to get clients from your best-selling book, right? So when is the best time to write your book? It's going to be after your message, after you've got your signature package, and throw in questions if you have some, okay? And then when you have your book, and you've got this freebie, and you've got the signature package, what happens? Then with all of these three that are leading back to this message, all the content that you put out, it now all of a sudden is really easy to pick what content you're putting out, right? Now you know what to put in your videos, you know what to put in your social media posts, your emails, and the cool thing is, one way or the other, backwards or forwards, right? Let's say you created a lot of content. You've been in business for a number of years. Repurpose that content and put it in your book, okay? Let's say you don't have as much content. You have a little bit of content. Like when some people come to me and they're like, I have no content at all. If you've gotten this far, you have at least a little bit of content, yes? So you can put that content in your book, you can elaborate on that content, you can figure out what the main things that you want people to know out of your message into this book, right? You can pick 10 things. I've said this before about chunking your book, right? So basically you pick your big theme of what it is, your message. You're going to break that theme up into 10 chapters. Each of those chapters has 3 to 5 subpoints. You elaborate on all those things and voila, you have a book. In the meantime, you've also got to put the seeding in it, right? You want to seed it with all the marketing elements so that the reader will then be like, oh yes, this is me. They're going to raise their hand and they're going to say, I need the next step. I need your signature package, right? So your signature package is probably going to be like $9.97, $19.97. I know we always use those little funky numbers, right? Because somehow in our brains, even though we know it is $2,000, somehow in our brains we think it's less. I don't know. It's a trick. $2,997, or maybe it's $10K plus because we're talking about some sort of one-on-one mastermind or deep intensive or whatever. Maybe it's more. But this is where you're making the money, right? Your book royalties, yeah, maybe your book royalties will buy you, I don't know, a few dollars of ad spend. Maybe your book royalties will buy you a pair of new tennis shoes or something. But book royalties is not going to pay the rent when you're not an author. You are an entrepreneur. So when we are entrepreneurs, we think like entrepreneurs and we don't think like authors. Authors have books and their books are their end product. Authors want to go out and sell hundreds of copies, and I won't get into the sad statistics about those. So that is why royalties aren't the way to go. Signature, product, and package and the upsell is the way to go. So let's say that you can get your book into the hands of 10 ideal clients, right? Let's say you could do that. What's your closing rate? I'm going to make you tell me. So in the comments section, tell me what your closing rate. If you got 10 ideal clients to read your book, what would happen? And those 10 ideal clients are going to reach out to you, right? And say, yes, I'm interested in your signature product or package. Tell me more about that. How many of those could you potentially close? Hey, Justina. Is it 3? Is it 2? Okay. We'll just call it 2. 20% is, I'm not going to say it's horrible, but it's not fantastic, right? So let's say you can close 2 out of those 10. Whatever price your package is, times that by 2, right? So if you could get your book into 10 ideal clients' hands, maybe you can get it into 20 ideal clients' hands, right? So this is where now the book funnel, you need to have a book funnel. Does it make sense? Lisa says 3 clients to 10 contacts. Awesome. So 30%. Justina says 50 to 60, rocking it. Lisa says, don't know about involving a book. What do you mean, Lisa, about involving a book? Joy says 4 to 5, thinking positive. Awesome. Great percentages, right? So if you had 10 people on the phone and you close 4 or 5, and let's say your signature product or package is 2,000 or 3,000, that's a pretty good month, right? If it's 5,000, even better, right? So these are the 5 steps. The last thing is this book funnel. Once you create the book and you get it to bestseller is not the end. It's not the end. It's not the end. So many people are like, yes, bestseller. Yes, bestseller. I did it. I'm a bestseller. And then their book sits on the shelf and does nothing. And this is where so many people come to me and they say, what? My friend has a book. So-and-so has a book. My friend's husband has a book. I know so-and-so who does such and such, and they wrote 3 books, and they're all bestsellers, and they don't do squat for them. Why is it that those people have bestsellers, and they don't do squat for them? Same thing as the movie theater, right? You go and you see that Star Wars is out. Or actually, I had wanted to see Wonder, but now it's on Redbox. But, you know, something comes out, and everybody's all excited and really excited, and they're going and watching this movie. What happens afterwards? Right? Starts going down in the ratings as other things become more interesting. So yesterday, we launched our anthology, and it went to #1 in the USA, in France, in Australia. Hot new releases, #1 in the UK, #2 in Canada. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was great fun. And we're all on this super duper high still today going, yes, we got the bestseller ribbon. Amazon gave us a bestseller ribbon. We were ranked. We got all the screenshots. We have proof that we know what the heck we're talking about. We're credible. We're authorities. We're experts. Right? Now people really believe me when I say something about what I'm talking about. Right? That's great. That's what bestseller is going to do for you. Increase your confidence. You might be able to go back here and increase your signature program. Maybe go double it. Maybe by the time that you get so confident about bestseller, you're doubling your closing percentages as well. Right? That means for Justina, she's going to be closing 10 out of 10. Yes? Right? So this part you cannot forget. This is the part of the client getting strategy that gets dropped off. And I'm going to be totally honest with you that my past clients have dropped off there as well. And this is why now I have Real Deal Insider. And this is why now I'm creating a package that's going to do done-for-you services so you don't have to worry about the check, right? Because I know that this is missing. We can get to bestseller all day long because that is about creating a great description, creating buzz like Hollywood, and getting the word out, right? It's all about the outside of the book. The cover looks great, the description looks great, all that stuff looks great. That's the outside of the book. That's how you get to bestseller. You figure out the categories and the keywords. You get your marketing posse together. You get all these things together, you get a bestseller. There's a strategy to that, right? And then there's a strategy that goes with the inside when you're writing it. When you're writing it and putting your content together to convert that reader into somebody who does raise their hand and want the signature product. So you have to make sure that inside is good too. Because really, I've told people I can get any book to bestseller, but I want to make sure that the interior of the book actually goes back to this message and it's actually doing the job that you want it to, because otherwise it falls apart here. You get what I'm saying? If it doesn't attract your reader, if it doesn't attract your client, it's going to fall apart in this book funnel if the inside isn't good. So after your book is done, you create this book funnel that streams people into your community and your tribe, and then you get to nurture them, and you get to then show up in different ways, and you get to share more with them. And one of the things I say all the time is give people results before they work with you, right? Give them results so they're like, wow, if that's what I got for free, what's it going to be like to work with her in person? Oh my gosh, right? And that happens during this process here with all the content and all the stuff that you're putting out. Does that make sense? I'm really on teacher mode today, huh? It's like a chalkboard and I get to be the teacher. All right, so any questions? You see how this now, the book, you see where the book now fits in your business, where it fits in your business model and how you want to attract clients? You know, this here can be one-on-one. If what you want is signature packages that are one-on-one because you love one-on-one, you want to do so much one-on-one, great, do that. Of course, I'm going to say eventually you run out of hours in a day, right? You're going to have to eventually go to some sort of group program or online product or something like that, right? Your business model could be one-to-many. You could do speaking events. There's so many things that could happen with this book. And when you do speaking events, then you get to go to the back of the room and sign, you know, sign books, do stuff, yeah. And then that book is going to get them to know and be interested about this. Yes? All right, hope I didn't beat a dead horse there. Lisa says, that's my normal percent. I've never done marketing after I've written. Oh, okay, I got you, Lisa. So you're saying that's your normal closing rate. So I would imagine that if those are going to be ideal clients similar to your other 10 contacts, that your closing rate would probably be about the same, right? Cool, so let me know if you have any questions going on. Does this make things a lot more clear? I'll step away so that you can, if you want, you can take a screenshot. All right, cool. Let me double check to see if maybe there are other comments that I don't quite see because you know how that goes. All right, Joy says, good info, thanks for sharing. You are welcome. All right, cool. Questions, questions, questions. All right, now I have one last thing I got to tell you. If you haven't seen, I am doing a 3-day challenge, and it's a 3-day freebie challenge, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week here in Real Deal Entrepreneurs. So you need to have this piece, right? Somewhere along the line, you got to have this piece. So we are going to be talking about your fun, fast freebie, how to 2-time your email list with quality leads. And that happens Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So I'm going to drop that link in. It's free. And as you know, if you've been in any of my other challenges before, when Sunday rolls around, I take those challenges down. Because those challenges, like I said earlier today, we give results in advance. I give results in advance, but I don't leave everything up all the time. So I do my challenges. They are free challenges, but they turn into paid content for my community who has joined any of my programs. So make sure, if you cannot get there live, it's okay. If you have questions, you can always send them to me. But by Sunday, everything comes down. So you got to watch them before Sunday happens, because then they'll end up in Real Deal Insider in the library there. And then the only way that you get there is to join the membership program for $297 a month, which, oh my gosh, is so minimal anyway. So that is that. I will drop the link. And if you have any questions later, let me know. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.